started, and off we go from Seattle. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get this up to about the 40. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here, you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He gives it to Brown, complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Ready. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Shoot.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Buying time to his left. Finding room at the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill. And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Domada Peko racks up the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Here's Wilson to throw. That's caught by Hollister. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now Wilson on first down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. First down, the run with Lynch. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lynch. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, Lynch. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run on first down. Lynch. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got him bracketed out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set, ready.
Now Jackson on first down. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Judon getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Wilson, flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 56. Put it half.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They go play action now. Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wilson, rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Judon, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson forced out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now Wilson dancing to his left. Now he's going to... It got his man complete. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marshawn Lynch taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And an alley to run. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run from the pistol with Ingram. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Throwing now is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Jackson throwing on fourth down. Steps away to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now a deep ball there on couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.